Bring it around town. Joey, I know how you are. You've been recording since you probably first got in here. You ready, Aero?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Let's rock and roll, baby. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tyler, aka Shadow, your director of esports for Valkyrie. Tonight, we are having another episode of Achieving Valhalla. Tonight's guest, though, is one of our Valorant players, Mr. Aero, aka Mr. Mike. How you doing tonight, bud?
Doing good. It's 10:51. It's a little late, but I'm a little tired. But other than that, I'm good.
Hey, man, look, you're a gamer. This is like 2 p.m. for you
It's
right
peak
now.
hours.
Okay?
Yeah, it's peak hours.
Yeah, this is like peak gameplay.
I'm old.
Right
I'm
now.
20. Like compared to these kids, I'm old. Like
You're 20. I'm 24, man. I don't want to hear anything.
I be playing against people that are like 15. I'm old compared to them.
You just got a shotgun like 3 like monsters or something. Be like,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But yeah, man. Just introduce yourself. Tell all the folks, who you are, what you do for the team, and everything like that.
Okay. So I'm Aero. Most people call me Mike or Michael. I prefer everyone calls me Mike because I don't really like to tie the alias to name. Two separate things for me. For our Valorant roster, I play controller or smokes, so I play like Omen, Brimstone, Astra, like that. I'm on the bottom role pretty much. Like I'm just the rock of the team, pretty much is what it is. I've been playing Valorant since the day it came out, actually in beta, when like all the open keys were there. I've been competing since how old am I? I'm 20. My first term was on my 18th birthday, so 2 years now. I would say I've been competing. Outside of Valorant, I play like just video games. Pretty much what I do. I'm on break from school, so I don't do school. That's about it. Like, there's not much to me besides like playing video games. Honestly, I'm pretty simple. I won't lie, I really am.
Nothing wrong with
Yeah, it's pretty much it. I like anime, if that's anything. So
that.
yeah.
Let me guess. Demon Slayer. Favorite one?
Nope. If you look at this, you can tell it's Naruto if you look at my wallpaper.
Oh, I didn't even know. You know what? You're my favorite Valorant player of all time.
I do have 3 Demon Slayer posters though, and I have a Tokyo Ghoul poster behind me. I can show you that actually.
Show me it. Oh yeah.
See that? Yeah. You can't see the Demon Slayer posters though.
Well, what are you going to school for, real quick?
When I was in school, I was going to like some public community college by us.
Mhm.
I was going for media studies, but I didn't really like it. Like
Right.
I always wanted to do social media management if competing didn't work out, but then I don't really like school, so I kind of just dropped out because it's not for me. And there's definitely ways you can still be successful without getting a degree. And I'm in insane debt, so it is what it is.
Yeah, you are right about that one, sir. So I believe we picked y'all up around, well, at least the first roster we picked up, which was you, Kenji, Cam, Shifty, and
Instinct.
And that was around, when was that, about June, July?
I want to say around a little before that. I think April, May, around there.
April, May. Yeah. That sounds about right. It was around like before like the school year, quote unquote, ended around summertime. So that sounds about right.
Definitely around there.
But overall, what's your opinion about your run and the team's run since you've been under Valkyrie? Since we picked y'all up.
So the first iteration of the roster, like the one you just said, we were okay. We had a decent run in IG League, but then 2 people ended up leaving. Instinct ended up going to Collegiate, which he's doing pretty well. He actually qualified for the tournament in Istanbul like an hour ago. So congrats to him.
Okay, awesome.
And then Ian left for his own personal reasons, aka Shifty.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, we picked up Casual and Joey, and that roster finalized. I want to say back in early August, around early mid-August.
Mm-hmm.
We had that 5. We had good tourney runs, honestly, for the lack of experience I would say our team has or had. IG League happened again, got 3rd again. Obviously, wish we could have won, but it's whatever. We've beaten some good teams with this 5, with that 5. Obviously, wish you could always do more, but it's whatever. I would definitely say we're going in the right direction. Recently, Kenji stepped down because of school, and it sucks. But we have picked up a new 5th. I'm not gonna say their name yet, because I don't know when this is gonna be out, because we haven't even like done anything with them yet.
Right.
But I do, even with just us, our core 4 that we have, the roster's definitely going in a good direction. Like, we show up to practice every day, we put the right work in, and it's only a matter of time, honestly, before like everything starts rolling again, like how it was in August.
But shout out to Instinct doing really good in collegiate, and then we recently Kenji having stepped down. So what is it like transitioning to a new player, like every time? Even though I think all three have been different roles too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, all they have happened in different roles. Yeah, because when Instinct and Shifty stepped down, I was still on Sentinel, and Kenji was
Mhm.
on Flashes, and then I picked up Smokes, he picked up Sentinel, and then we just picked up an Info and a Flex, which was Joey and Casual.
Mhm.
It's definitely, I will say with the Kenji one, it's a little easier, but like, don't get me wrong, no one can replace Kenji. Like, I love that
Right.
guy, great guy. His role is a little easier because he's a Sentinel, and they aren't really like involved in the team as much. Like, when I mean involved in the team, is like the Sentinel role in Valorant is like such an isolated role. I played it for 2 years, I would know. They're always on their own, so they aren't in a lot of the plays. But when it comes to outside of the team, it's definitely like new, getting used to a new player. Like I just spent 4 or 5 months with Kenji. Like bringing someone new, it's a weird experience and it's challenging, but it's also fun because you're getting to meet someone new, like seeing how they bond. And the person we have, like they're bonding great with us. Like we love him. He's awesome.
Especially in amateur esports and any esports scene, it's very tough to like have a stable roster. So having that not very high amount of roster changes in 6 months when it's really y'all not dropping people, it's just due to like personal reasons or stuff of that nature. I think that's very good for the scene overall, at least in my
100%.
opinion.
Yeah, 100%.
So, what are some good goals that you've set aside for yourself, and maybe this team has set aside for itself, to end on a good note at the end of this year in 2023 and transition into 2024?
So for us, so the way Valorant works, there's gonna be qualifiers in, I think it's January, mid-January, early January, somewhere around there. There's gonna be qualifiers for Challenges League.
Right.
Obviously, everyone wants to have a good performance. I know for us, the main goal for us going to New Year, we want to be like top 50 team, top 40 team. That's the main goal, and that's what we're working towards every day. Because that's not only is that the goal, but it's also a realistic goal. Because we're not just gonna fly into assigned. Like that's not how it works. Besides that, our main goals are just like come every day, work hard, be a consistent team. Honestly, that's the biggest thing. Because we've been experiencing like we're really up some days, really down some other days, and it's like we want to just get that middle ground to where we're always there. And it takes all 5 players being on the same page to do that, and it's not the hardest thing in the world, but it's definitely not easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Goals for me individually, because I can't speak for any of them. I can only speak for my own goals. Just be a more consistent player. I'm like really streaky sometimes. Like I can either drop 30 or I can drop 10. There's no in between sometimes. It's really annoying. But that just comes with out of game stuff like preparation, everyday life, like and stuff I'm getting better at. But that's my biggest goal to at least fix in the year. And once I get a job, it'll probably be a lot easier.
So, on the game day, how do you prepare yourself on the game day, mentally at least?
So it really differs for me depending on what time the tournament starts. Some tournaments start at 6, some start at like 4. So I try to keep it around the same. I'm a firm believer in meditating before anything big
Okay.
because it really like calms your body down. So I'll
Mhm.
put aside like, for me, I do it for 5 minutes. Most people do an absurd number, or some people do a short number. For me, I've just
Mhm.
tested 5 minutes is what works for me. It really calms my body down because I have really shaky hands, and meditating really helps me calm my hands down. I make sure I'm up early on tournament days. So if a tournament's at 4, I try to be up by 9. If one's at 6, I try to be up by at least 11. Just so I have like a few hours beforehand, whether it's to play ranked or whatever, just get my mind right. I make sure I eat. My go-to meal every morning for a tournament is anything with like eggs in it. It works. It's just
Okay.
protein. I know Cam does the same thing. Anyway, he says it works for him.
Okay.
And I just drink a lot of water. I'm really good with water, as you can see by this huge bottle I have right here.
That's a
But
very big bottle.
it's 64 ounces. 2 of these
Oh,
a day, and I'm
jeez.
good. Honestly.
In your personal opinion, as a player, what are some of the biggest strengths and weaknesses you bring to the team?
Ooh, okay. I'll start with strengths. I feel like that's the easiest to label for me.
Mhm.
Before, I've always been a very laid back kind of guy. Recently, I've been getting like very loud and outspoken. I bring humor, I would say as well. I'm just very like, I feel like I hold my team together sometimes. I can't lie, and that's not a shot at them. It's really not. But I'm very loud. Like I'll be the first guy to yell when something crazy happens, as loud as I
Mhm.
can. And do I get in trouble for it? Oh, absolutely. But I don't really care. But I definitely think I bring that like I don't even know what the right word is for it. Like I'm just really loud. I'm very passionate about all this. So I do my best to lift everyone up. But I
Yeah.
will say I do tilt sometimes, and that's going into my weakness. Like I do tilt sometimes, and I get really annoyed at things. It's not very
Mhm.
often, but when it does happen, it's like I pretty much go quiet sometimes. I won't lie. I've been getting better at avoiding it, but it does slip through every now and then. I think I have good aim. That's about it.
Hey, that's
I think I have pretty good
nothing
aim,
wrong
but
with
I do
that.
think, but to counter into that, I think my weakness is like my game knowledge. Like Valorant
Okay.
is my first ever FPS on PC to begin with, so I don't have like that CS knowledge, that Overwatch knowledge,
Mhm.
and that's kind of where spamming VODs comes in for most of us, because you kind of just have to do it so you can learn the game. And I've picked up a new role. I
Mhm.
will say one thing: am willing to try most things. I'm not gonna say everything, because we tried putting me on a role and it just didn't work. Never
Uh-oh.
again. We tried putting me on flashes, it didn't work.
Oh,
Never
oh
again. I hope that
God.
never happens ever again. It was not good. But like, I'm willing to do whatever's needed. But obviously, I will speak my mind if I think something's not working. Because I don't like being in a team environment where it's like it's just a dictatorship. Because that's just not right. I feel like everyone
Right.
has to speak their mind, and I feel like I'm pretty good at that.
So, what has maybe your personal experience, maybe the teams talked about it, y'all's experience being under Valkyrie, like just us as a whole?
So it's definitely been majority positive, I would say, if not all positive. I've been under a few before, and one thing that you guys differ from, and I think it's Joey that does this, which I love. We send you guys a tourney, we're in it instantly. Like there's no way
Mhm.
we won't miss a tourney, nothing like that. I've been under orgs where we'll miss signups, and it's the most annoying thing. And I'm just glad I'm under org that we're all on the same page. So it's like we get into those
Oh yeah.
tourneys fast, we don't miss anything. I'm trying to think what else. You guys are very vocal with us about like not what you expect, or it's like what you guys want from us, like as players.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are very involved, I would say, which I personally like. I can see why some players wouldn't like that because they just want to play Valorant and
Mm-hmm.
get on with their lives. But you guys are very involved with us, trying to like you guys are in our Discord, like because we don't use the Valk Discord for Valorant because we have so many channels and like it would
Right.
just clog everything. But like
Right. I understand.
you and Joey are in a Discord. You guys talk in there sometimes. I don't really have anything negative to say, honestly, because one, I haven't experienced anything yet. Two, like in the 6 months I have been here, there's nothing. Nothing has gone wrong. I will say, and I don't think
Okay.
anything will go wrong because it's like it's pretty simple. Just be a Valorant team. It just
Right.
don't be a brand risk. It's not hard. It's really not
Yeah.
hard. But yeah, I would say mostly, if not all, very positive for me.
So
I've been in an org before.
sometimes.
I won't drop the name because we won't do that. They announced us. Two of us weren't even in the video. Like the editing video. Two of us weren't even in it.
Oh.
We weren't named at all. I mean, I was just like, I was one of them. And I was so mad about it. I was just like,
you think it's the biggest X factor on the team?
ooh, that's a good question. Because we have so many of them. I can't even lie. Because
Right.
we have so many aimers on our team where even casual, the IGL, he's old. He's old. But if I had to pick from what I've seen, it's probably Joey.
Okay.
Mainly because the way Joey plays Valorant, his entire goal is to just piss you off. That's his entire thing. I feel like all of us can take over a round or even a game at a point, even casual, like, and he's calling, which makes it even more insane.
Mm-hmm.
But Joey's entire thing is like, he'll jump into a smoke with a shorty, jump out of the smoke with a shorty, and kill two. And it's his entire thing is just to piss you off. He does, bro. Have you ever seen like those? Do you know who Prod is? Like the guy that got
Yeah.
famous for being.
Yeah.
Joey plays like that, but on Sova and Viper.
Oh.
He feels like that.
As long as it gets us wins, that's all I worry about.
It gets the
And
job
we can
done.
get
That's all
some
that
funny
matters.
clips from it.
Yeah. Oh, you should see our. Oh my. I guarantee you, I can make a montage of anything during practice. I can show you guys it. It's so funny.
Yes. But shout out Kat though. She's a goat. She's awesome.
The
Love her.
GOAT, honestly.
Yeah, she's amazing at what she does and doing it with I think two other teams too at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's. Whew, I barely managed one. I don't know about three. I don't know. It gets rough. But yeah, man. So this is the end of the video. So if you want to say anything to the fans, where they can find you on Twitter or Twitch, anything like that, you're more than welcome to go for it.
Follow me at Aero Valorant. The regular A, not this weird A I have. I want to get rid of it so bad because Before I had Valk in my in-game name, people would get
Mhm.
so mad at me because no one can message me in-game. And I love it, because no one can talk to me. But, yeah, that's about it. We play in every tournament we can, whether it's the Fun Haver qualifiers, Knights, Mystic. We play in everything, so any support would be awesome. That's about it. Yeah.
Appreciate you coming aboard. You know, It's
Anytime.
been a pleasure, watching you play and get better over the last few months. Hopefully that transitions into next year as well. And yeah, this is your boy Shadow, the director of esports, and we will see y'all next time. Deuce.